Okay. Once again, very good morning, sir, and thanks been joining everyone. Been this Saturday. Thanks been joining. Uh, I hope we are in the same track. We are discussing a lot of stuff on the internals, and we are good to start about the SQL installation as part of install. So basically, as a DBS, as a DBA, everyone must and should know how to install SQL Server. Will you agree or not, everyone? Sir, without you know the installation, it's very hard to tell that we are a DBS. Correct? Agree, everyone? So, as
Yes,
a
sir.
being a DBS, we need to know how to install SQL Server. What are the components we need to install as part of DBS? Simply, you can go and install blind. Sir, here two types of installation. One is blind installation. One is getting some sort of good information, like getting some sort of good information from the customers, from the application team before you go and perform the installation. Technical terms, basically, in technical terms, mostly we will call it as a um, build, SQL build. Okay, so you will get the tickets are basically we will get the tickets in the form of service request, in the form of change request, in the form of sometimes you will also get simply mail as well, sir. Okay, someone will directly drop to the DBS mail. Hey, DBS, can you please help me to install SQL Server on so and so instance? Okay, every organization will follow their own standards. Every organization they will follow their own standards, sir. Again, but installation is same, but some of the prerequisites it will differs based on organization to organization, means project to project it will differs, but the installation is same. Installation is same. So as a database administrators, everyone must and should know about what are the pre steps we need to follow before we go and install the SQL Server. Because if you're not following the best practices, even though you are having the good enough resources like CPU, memory, IO, and you are having good indexes, you are having good stats, you are having everything is good, but still application team may face some performance issue because you not properly configure your SQL instance. Okay, so not only just seeing your database queries, indexes, blocking, deadlocks, first you need to concentrate on how you configure that instance. How what are the best practices you followed when you are while someone is installed already, sir. In real world, someone is already installed. Most of the servers already installed, which are running. You will go on. Maybe you are getting also chance for if you are getting a new project, if you are getting new environment, they may come up you and ask you, hey, can you please go and install? And they, if your application team don't know anything, they may also ask you, can you please provide the what are the best practices we need to follow while we are installing SQL Server? It can be standalone, it can be cluster, it can be high availability. So three things here we need to make a concentrate. One is standalone. Okay, when you are installing standalone, what are the best practices you will follow? Same installation, almost same similar installation, but when you are installing on top of cluster, okay, SQL on cluster, SQL on cluster, how you what are the best practices you will follow? And if you're installing SQL Server for high availabilities, like it can be replication, it can be always on, it can be log shipping, it can be mirroring. So what are the best practices you will follow? Okay, that varieties of best practices you need to make a note down somewhere, sir, which will help you a lot when you are installing your SQL Server in real world. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. What are the again? We are not discussing everything today itself. Okay, today we are going to discuss almost 50 to 60%. Again, I will come back when we are discussing clusters. I will going to build the SQL on cluster because this is our starting phase, sir. Couple of prerequisites which you can't understand. The people who are starting their journey, the people who are having less experience, you can't understand the best practices. I already prepared a best material, sir. What are the best practices you should follow when you are going to perform the SQL installation? I will share that material, OneNote material to everyone. It will help you a lot, sir, basically. So you will have some idea. Okay, when we have got a request, when we are installing SQL Server, what are the things we need to consider? Okay, every project will follow the best practices. Maximum, I say no. But as a DBA, how you are performing is very important. So forget about others, whether they are following or not following. We are not worrying. But how you are following the best practice is the one of the biggest challenge, sir. So take you as a responsible, and you can follow your best practices, or forget about others. We are not worrying. Once application team notice that you followed the best practices, your performance is super good, definitely they will identify you, and definitely they may ask you what are the difference between other instance and this instance. And you can say that, okay, that time you can explain everything. Hey, these are the best practices, I never come across this here. The best practices someone followed who already installed. That is the one of the reason why the performance is not that much good. Make sense, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so basically when you go to the installations, or before installation, we wanted to discuss a lot about theoretical part first. That is what we are going to discuss now. The first thing is instance. So technically we'll call it as a instance, sir. Technically we will call it as a instance. Means whenever you are installing SQL Server, when you are installing SQL Server, that SQL Server installation, we will call it as a instance. Okay, instance. And a instance is nothing but a database engine copy, sir. Basically, your engine copy. Nothing but SQL server.exe executable file. SQL server.exe. So whenever you open Task Manager, okay, when you open the Task Manager, when you go to the details, you will see SQL server.exe. See, sir, this is one executable file which is running on the backend. If I stop this one, your database engine will gone. Database engine will down, sir. So instance is nothing but a collection of exe files, collection of DLLs along with memory. Memory, sir. So every instance having its own memory management. Every instance is having its own memory management. So whenever you are trying to install the SQL Server, that will get in the form of SQL Server.exe executable file. It's a copy, sir. It's a copy where you can access the database engine, where you can process, you can do whatever you want. So technically, you should call it as a instance. How many times I can install SQL Server in this mission, sir? Okay, in one mission, how many times I can install? That's the one thing everyone is having a doubt, sir. Okay, so how many times I can? So this is your for example, this is your laptop. This is your laptop. In this laptop, how many times I can install SQL Server? So you can install 50 times. Every time you are keeping a unique name. Unique name, sir. Every time you are keeping a unique name. When you are installing first time, you will keep one name. Second time, you will keep one name. Can I keep same name? No, sir, it won't allow you. Every time when you are installing SQL Server on the same server, you need to use a unique name. You need to use a unique name. So we are having two types of instance. One is the default instance, one is the named instance. One is the default instance, one is the named instance. So instance is nothing but a collection of exe DLLs along with the memory management. It's a copy of your database engine, sir. It's a copy of your database engine. Each instance manages its own system databases. Okay, own system databases. Own, sir. Every instance is a unique. Every instance is a unique. It's have its own databases, user databases, system databases. It's having own its resources. Everything will be unique, user. Everything will be unique. So can you install 50 instance in one server? No. Maximum one, sir. Minimum one, maximum two or three. Mostly we will install only one, sir. Olden days we are installing one or two instance in one server, but nowadays we are not installing this many, sir, because one instance itself is impacting the performance. What about if I install one more instance, then your server will gone, basically, because Earlier, the data is not that much massive, but now the data is growing like anything, sir. Data is like a crude oil. Data is nothing but a oil, sir. Oil. Okay. Now you know about diesel, you know about petrol. Everyone knows about diesel and petrol. How the diesel usage has been increased. How the petrol usage has been increased. Like same, your data is also increased. I hope you are getting my point, everyone. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Subbu. But how
Yeah.
many
Yes.
can be installed? Like I've seen up to three
I told
instance in
you,
a
right?
server.
50. I told you, you can
50.
install 50.
Okay.
You can install 50 in one server, but we never install, sir. Again, please
Hmm.
make it as a promise. You never install. Maximum one, sir. Otherwise, two.
One
Maximum one.
default partner named instance.
Yeah. One will be that I will discuss, sir. First, you need to understand. So everyone understand what is the instance? It's a copy of your database engine, sir. It's a copy of your database engine where you can access, where you can process everything, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Make sense?
Yes,
Yes.
Subbu.
So
Subbu, is
max,
Can
there?
we
Sorry, Subbu.
can we
yes,
Any?
yes.
rename the named instance later? If not, no.
Sir, we'll discuss that thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can rename, sir. You can rename. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Not instance name. Okay. Server name only you can rename. This is only you can rename, sir, not this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
discuss,
Subbu.
sir. I don't want to go for deeper now. Yeah.
Yeah, Subbu. We can install one place 50 servers, right? In one host machine. Is there any difference between standalone and cluster instance like that?
Forget
Means,
about cluster, sir. Today is not a we are not discussing cluster.
means-
We'll discuss cluster a lot in earlier. Cluster also 50 instance you can install.
okay, thank you. That's all.
In a simple items. Cluster also 50. Standalone is also 50.
I hear somewhere that is only 25. That's why I asked you. Thank you.
No, I think.
Okay.
But we never install, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. We never. One
Okay.
instance itself is impacting performance. How we can install that many? Okay. It's not
Yes.
our laptop, sir. Even our laptop will also, if you install 4, 5, it will impact like performance on like anything.
Yes.
Questions? No? Yes? So instance is nothing but copy of your database engine, okay, which is a collection of DLLs, exe files, lots of binary files, sir, along with memory management. Because every instance having its own memory management. Memory management, sir. Every instance having its own memory management. That's a that's a one of the thing you need to remember. And each instance is a unique user. Okay, it's having its own databases, system databases, user databases. Every instance is a unique queue. Please make a note of that point is also very important. And a maximum you can install 50 instance. Maximum you can install 50 instance. And we are having two types of instance. One is the default instance. One is the sorry, where is my cursor? Okay, one is the default instance. One is the named instance. What do you mean by default instance? Means so for example, my server is this one, sir, which is having HOE SQL 45. For example, this is my server. Okay, this is my server. And when I'm installing SQL Server, if you select the default instance, the SQL instance name will be HOE SQL 45 only. Whatever the server name, same name will be applicable for your SQL instance. Default. When you are installing default instance, you no need to specify any name for SQL Server, sir. But what is the name then for SQL Server, Subbu? Means whatever the computer name, same name will be applicable for instance name as well, SQL name as well. Default instance name is nothing but server name, your laptop name, sir. Okay, computer name. Simple, very simple is computer name. Named instance means computer name, okay, HOE SQL 45 slash your instance name. So here you need to mention prod, dev, test, whatever names, sir. whenever you are seeing that, okay, so for example, HOE SQL 45 dot NA dot NA dot COM dot uh, PBRS2. So for example, whenever you got a ticket and you got that this is my server name, this is my server name, blind spots are, you should understand this is the named instance because this is a fully qualified domain name. Okay, and this is your instance name. Okay, whenever you are not seeing here, okay, and when you are seeing MS SQL server, when you are seeing here MS SQL server, then blind spot is it's a default instance. If you're not seeing here MS SQL server, you have a blind spot. This is the named instance, maximum named instance. Okay. When you see MS SQL server, you will get an idea. It's a default instance. It's a default instance. So you are having two instances. One is the named instance, one is the default instance. Default instance is nothing but your computer name, whatever the computer name, same name, it will be applicable for SQL Server. No need to specify any name. But when you go for named instance, okay, you can need to specify the instance name. You need to specify the instance name. Make sense, everyone? No?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. So computer
Yes.
name slash computer name is the default name, default instance.
Computer
Wow.
name dot, okay, your domain name dot MS SQL Server means it's a default instance.
Okay.
This is a domain name, sir. So we are going to discuss what is a domain, how to configure domains, all the stuff in clusters. As of now, no need to worry, sir. Okay, practically also, practical only we'll discuss all this stuff. So whenever you see that this technical, you should call it as a fully qualified domain name, sir. Okay, domain name, fully qualified domain name, your server name dot domain name dot com. Okay, and you see a name which is different than MS SQL Server, then blind spot is okay, it's a named instance. If you see MS SQL Server, your blind spot is default instance. Make sense, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, Subbu. Understood.
Okay. Now, now, sir. So, so when you are going to install SQL Server, so when you are going to install SQL Server, basically by default we'll go for default instance only, sir. Most of the time we'll go for default instance until unless your customer having some requirement, customer is having some requirement, then only we'll go for the named instance. Then you will have one doubt, Subbu, how I am able to install 50 times in one server. So for example, take VLC, sir, VLC player. Okay, take MS Office or take some PUBG. Okay, take some. These are all the this, these are all the tools where you are going to install to use, right? SQL Server is also tool where you are going to install and you are going to use the product. Like VLC is a player, MS Office is a where you can get the Word, Excel, PPT, lots of stuff. PUBG is a game. Okay, can you install PUBG twice on your laptop or your mobile? No, right? Only one. Once you can install, correct? Sir, getting my point, everyone? Can you install MS Office twice on your laptop?
No.
So, for example, MS Office 2010, MS Office 2016, MS Office 2022. For example, can you you already installed 2010 on your laptop? Can you install 2016 on laptop as a separate? No, right?
No.
No. Can you install VLC twice on your laptop? No,
No.
no. But how you can install SQL Server twice, thrice, four, five, six times, 50 times? Because every SQL installation, whatever you are doing, is a unique user. It's having its own DLLs, own exe files, own memory management. It's having its own sir. Everything is a independent here. Okay. Most of the things are independent, sir, but couple of things are dependent. Okay. That we are going to discuss whenever you are in start the installation. We'll discuss that up. So every installation is unique. It's having its own system databases, own user databases, it's having own DLLs, own exe files, and one of the great thing is it's having its own memory management. It's having its own memory management. Make sense? Are you there? So that's the one thing, sir. How many times you can install SQL Server means maximum 50 times I can install SQL Server in one VM. But if you go to the reality, maximum we can maintain one instance for one server. Until unless there is a need, we can go for one more instance to install the same server. That time, one will be default instance, one will be named instance, or you can go for two named instance. That depends on user. Okay, two named instance, three named instance you can also install, but only one default instance for one server. Only one default instance for one server. When SQL Server 2005 installation, default instance, it did not require any client to specify the name for the instance name. So you no need to specify any name for the default instance, sir. Whatever the name you have owned for your computer, same name it will reflect for the default instance. But for named instance, every time you need to specify the unique name. Every time you need to specify the unique name. Make sense, everyone? No?
Yes.
Yeah. So named instance, every time you need to specify the names are. So default instance can be just computer name, computer name. Okay. Named instance means computer name
Can we
slash
convert the default
instance name.
instance to named instance?
No, sir. No, no, sir.
Okay.
The fully qualified name doesn't apply to the named instance, right?
Yeah, that's what, sir. Server name, server HYSQL 45 dot NA dot com dot your instance name. You are getting right.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's for the default, right?
Default is
Does
MS
that
SQL
apply
Server,
to?
sir. MS SQL Server. You will get MS
Oh,
SQL
okay, good.
Server.
I got it, got it. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
See, whenever you see the ticket, you need to feel that, okay, I got a ticket on default instance. I got ticket on named instance. A blind spot, sir, this is. Whenever you see MS SQL Server, it's a default. It's a default. Whenever you are seeing the different name, blind spot is it's a named instance.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Any questions? Good. What is instance? How many instances we can install? What is the default instance? What is the named instance?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, already we are using for example, say we are using 100 servers with 300 databases. Okay. Then when and why the client will ask us to install uh yeah, SQL Server instance. Hello.
Sorry, sir. I'm not getting you. I'm not getting your question.
I mean, already we are using 300 databases with 100 servers, sir. Then when does client will ask us to install the SQL Server new one,
That you don't know, I don't know, right? That their requirement, right? For
their
example,
requirement.
no, for
Okay.
example, this is a summer, correct? In
Okay.
India, it's
Yeah.
a summer.
Mm.
Okay. You know that it's very hot.
Okay.
Okay. You need to purchase the cooler. You need to purchase, you already having the fans on
Mm.
your home, but you wanted to purchase the cooler. You wanted to purchase the AC. Okay. That's your requirement, right? Then you
Okay.
will go to the DBS. Hey, I wanted to purchase something. So they have their own requirements, sir. That time they will come to the DBS and they will tell, hey, can you build the SQL? Build. Can you build a SQL instance for us? Yeah, of course we will. We are here to build only, right? So we don't know, sir, especially, or they are getting a new project. So for example, take HSBC, HSBC Bank. So for example, they are going to implement one policy, okay, which is not available in HSBC. For this policy, they wanted to build the servers and they wanted to store the data. They are selecting SQL Server. That time they will come to the DBA, hey, can you build the servers for me? I wanted to use so and so application. Rahul, getting?
Yeah, getting. I mean,
Yeah.
what are the requirements? I like to know, sir.
Basically, for example, sir,
Okay.
how I can explain? Okay, so you purchased 100 products. Okay, you purchased 100 products, and all the 100 products are working very well, very well. From years, it is working well, and you want to implement a new plan, but you don't want to implement that new plan for these 100 products because those are functioning very well. Everything is working well for years. It is working. If you don't know about how this function will work, okay, you don't know how this function will work, can you have more confidence to go and implement this function on 100 products which are running very well? No, right? So what you will do, you will build a new server and you will try to implement your idea on this server. If something goes wrong, no worries, let it be. It's a new server, right? It's a new server, let it be. Whatever it happen, it can be good, it can be bad, nothing to worry, because my application is running with these 100 products and I am just testing a new product. If everything is working well, they tested everything, then they can go and implement in the old servers. Getting, Rahul?
Yeah.
This is the one case. One more case is if they are getting a new projects. If they want to test something and they don't want to disturb existing structure, existing products, nothing, because this is very critical for them and you don't know what about this one, that time, or when they are going for new, that time will they try to implement, sir. And one more thing also, if they want to upgrade the servers upgrade the SQL, you will get the installations. So for example, take your mobiles, take your laptops. So you purchased 2 years, 3 years ago. Now your mobile is not that much faster is working. Now in the market, earlier, sir, earlier, at least for 6 months or 3 months or 6 months, you were getting a new mobile. Now every 15 days we are getting a new mobile, sir. It's very shocking for us who are purchasing. I don't know. No one knows, sir, mostly. So you thought that you need to purchase a new product. Okay. Now, whatever the data you are having, you need to move, right? Correct? Like same. So when you are trying to upgrade or you are trying to migrate your data or you are planning for new application or you wanted to test something, you don't want disturb existing, then you can go for the builds or new builds. Make sense?
Okay. Then before installation, do client will reach us or do we have any meetings like that?
Definitely, sir. Via uh, via mostly via email or via ticket, either ticket or email or chat. For example, it depends on project to project, sir. Mostly they will reach out in the form of tickets. Technically, we should call it as a service request. Okay, like SRs, SR 0000956 or WO work orders 0000000975. So they will come up with this kind of request to you, or they will drop a email. Hey, hi Rahul. Okay, hi Rahul, Karthik. I just wanted a requirement. I wanted to build a new server. Can you please help me? And can you please help guide us? What are the things you need to need from us? If they are not asking, you need to tell, hey, we want a couple of more insights about this bill. We want this information so that will bill can go very smoother. Yeah.
Subbu, small question.
Yes, sir.
Activities like migrations of DB and other objects between two servers and between two different instance in one server are same?
Forget about migration upgradation, sir. Let's
No,
stick
no,
with installation. Let's stick
yeah,
with installation. We don't
yeah,
want discuss, sir, because see,
okay,
you are having two laptops. Okay, you are having two laptops. If you are moving the data from here to here, what you can call it, sir? Migration only, right?
yeah, migration.
Migration. So you are having pen drive
Hmm.
and you are moving data from here to pen drive. What you will call?
Hmm.
Migration.
Migration.
Migration. So you are having a disk. This is D drive. This is E drive. Okay, from D drive to E drive you are moving. What do you
That
call, sir?
that is also migration.
Movement, sir. That's it. Wherever you are moving, sir.
Hmm.
This is just for your understanding. For us
Hmm.
understanding, migration, upgradation. In reality, you are moving the data. That's it. Correct?
Okay.
It can be new instance, it can be old instance, it can be new
Hmm.
database, it can be old database. You are moving data only, right? From
Okay.
where to where you are moving? From same version, within the same version you are moving, or within the lower to higher version you are moving. If you are moving between same version, we'll call it as a migration technically. If you are moving from older to new, then you will call it as a upgradation.
Upgradation. Okay. Okay.
Sir, client only suggests us to install, no? We won't suggest that this server is not working. We need to move the new installation. Those all things we won't do, no?
Definitely, you will also suggest, right? In case if you tell that you feel that you are working, sir, your client is just loading the data into the server, correct? You are
Oh,
the key pillar for that server, right?
yes.
You are the key pillar basically. You what your application team developers are doing, they are just creating, they are loading the data. You are managing everything, sir. Basically, you are not developing, but you are maintaining the server, you are maintaining the databases, you are maintaining the securities, all the stuff. You feel that okay, this, for example, I can give you one more example. This is the server. Okay, there's a server and there is a instance, a prod instance, but it is a shared server means shared application, sir. Okay, you will have
Mhm.
dedicated server, shared server. This is shared server, and you are having db1, ec2, rba2, okay, ses, fci, fsa. So you are having six databases. Okay, these six databases are belong to six different applications.
Mhm.
That's the reason we are calling this a shared server. That's the reason we are calling this a shared server, because this six databases are belong to six different applications. Okay, and now out of this, this FCA customer is getting frustration. Hey, my database is impacting. My database is impacting. My database is impacting. Arey yaar, you created on shared server definitely because this are all different customers. We don't know what they are doing. No one knows what they are doing. This is not a dedicated server. This is a shared server. That time you can tell, hey, in case if you wanted to give the best performance, because if you wanted to increase the resources, you need to get it approved from all the customers, right?
Yes.
Will be easy for you? It's a
No, sir.
very
It will take
difficult, sir.
time.
Shared servers are hectic servers on our head for DBS. For DBS, what is the board headache concept means the shared servers only. No one will respond. No one will give the accurate approvals. Okay,
Mhm.
because they need to pay, right? Okay, then you can tell to them, hey, this is shared server. We are having different databases, this many databases. We are not sure what's happening with other databases. If you really need, your database is so important, so critical, you need better performance, why can't you move this database to your own instance, dedicated server?
Mhm.
Rahul, got you?
Yeah, got. Uh, One more doubt is we have only, I mean, in real time, we have only DB owners or for server owners also it will be.
Sorry.
Uh, we have DB owners, right, for in production. If we need any deployment or those all things, we will ask them.
Forget about security, sir. Okay.
Not security. Example I'm saying, for instance also, same we have, we need to take approval from DB owners. Sorry,
Sir,
I'm not able
everything
to
you need to
deliver
take,
properly.
everything you need to take, but this is the shared dedicated server, right? It's a very hectic. That's the reason we are telling to him, hey, why can't you move to dedicated server if your database is so critical for you, and every 2 days you are facing the issue, and for your database the resources are not sufficient, sir. Okay, the resources are not sufficient. If I wanted to increase the resource, I need to get approved from all these different vendors. That is not easy for us. The reality is something different. When
Why?
you are
Because I never installed in real time, sir. So that's why I'm asking this one
yeah,
questions.
that's sir. I am not saying that you are asking too many questions. No, you need to ask too many questions. That's what. Yeah, I'm here to help you only, people. Okay, everyone. Don't think that you are asking too many questions. No problem. We can spend 1 more hour because this today is a Saturday. Okay,
Before installation, do we take approval? If we take any approval, whom we will take the approval
that
from?
depends on, sir. Maybe your business owners, your application supervisors. These are the two pillars for us. Business owners, your
That's
business owners, right? Who is giving amount for that product? Correct.
yes.
So, for example, sir, we are back end people. Front end, there are a lot, right? Who are designing the product. So, for example, you are got an idea, and you told. So, for example, you got an idea. I need to design one Android app. I need to design one iOS app. Okay, for fuel. How many petrol bunks are available in Hyderabad? Which location they are available? Whether they are closed or they are open, and you wanted to open one application for that. Okay, and you go to the so and so organization. This is my requirement. Okay, can you please help me? And this is my budget. You need to complete within this budget. Will it possible or not? So who is that? You are the business, or who is the we need to approve? Business owners or application supervisors? It depends, sir. Approver can be differs if you go for project to project, Rahul. We can't say that this is the only one hierarchy you need to follow.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Questions? No. Yeah. Good. So this is the first thing, sir. Instance is nothing but a collection of exe, DLLs, and it's having its own memory management. Okay, it's a copy of your database engine, which we are calling as a SQL server.exe. Currently, in my laptop, I'm having only one instance, sir. That's the reason you are able to see only one SQL server.exe. Going forward, I will install a couple of more instances. At that time, you will see, okay, multiple SQL server.exe, SQL server.exe. Then you will get confused. Sir, how I came to know whether this is a default instance, whether this is the named instance. That too, this named instance only means with the help of process ID, sir, PID. Okay, we'll discuss, sir, going forward. Okay, that is about instance. Now, sir, I can't mention everything at one slide. Okay, it's highly impossible for everyone to keep everything in single slide. Okay, so couple of things I added. So before you go and install SQL Server, you need to know couple of information. Not couple of, sir, more information. N- Every time I need to know, Subbu? No, no, sir. Every time I need to know, no, because every project will follow that unique standard, one standard, sir. Mostly, sir. Mostly every project will maintain one unique standard. If you know that unique standard, you no need to ask every time, Rahul, basically. Got you my point? Okay.
Repeat once again.
Sir, for example, you join in my batch. You know that my class will start at 7:30, correct? 7:45. Will you ask every day, Subbu, will you starting, will you starting? No, right?
No.
No. That is how, sir. Every organization will follow their own standards. Okay. When you are entering into the project, you need to get that standard first, sir. No one will tell, sir, before COVID, after COVID, that's a problem now. Okay, you need to get the standard. Once you get the standard, make a note, sir. Again, I'm requesting, take a pen, take a paper, take a book, take a pen. When you are attending any meeting, when you are attending any KTs, carry with you a pen, carry with you a paper, or carry a laptop, open the notepad and write down, sir. Don't feel shy. Please, sir, that's my request, everyone. Okay? That's not at all wrong. Because you don't know about your project, you are zero on your project. You know you are strong at SQL, but you don't know about the process. Process is so important, sir, because every project to project the process will change. Every project to project the process will change. So that's so important for everyone. Okay, so now what are the things I need to make a note down when I'm going to install SQL Server? Okay, first basic parts are I'm discussing. Okay, so first let's start about, come on here. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay, now, sir. So, for example, I wanted to start the SQL installation. First thing you need to know about, okay, which version, which edition, correct? These are the major thing you need to know, correct? Yes or no? Which version, which edition? Yes or no? Agree? Everyone say yes, sir, so that you are
Yes, sir.
learning the good information now. You mandatory, you need to know about which version, which edition, along with
Yes.
on which server, on which server you want to install. This is what, right? First, you wanted to know on which server, which version, which edition I wanted to install SQL Server. If you know this one, at least you are having better idea, sir. Okay, on so and so server, on so and so version, so and so edition, I need to install the SQL Server. Better. Okay, now fine. These are the major 3 points, basic 3 points everyone must and should know on which server, which version, which edition I wanted to install the SQL Server. Okay, fine. Now, when you go to the SQL installation, this is the step one. When you go to the SQL installation, we are having two installations. One is standalone. One is cluster. Okay, SQL on cluster. SQL on cluster. Two installation you will do. One is standalone installation. One is SQL on cluster installation. SQL on cluster installation. Maximum, sir, 85% to 90%, you won't get chance to install cluster on SQL. Sorry, SQL on cluster nowadays. In the year 2024, in the year 2024 and going forward, you won't get a chance to install SQL on cluster. Okay, but as a DBS, we must and should know, sir, we are going to discuss a lot in the advanced, not advanced level, sir. After we complete the replication, we are going to start the clusters only, right? That time we'll discuss how to install the cluster, how to build the VMs, how to uh, build the clusters, all the stuff. But you need to little bit show patience, sir, that day. Okay, the session will go for 3 hours, 3.5 hours sometime because we need to build the servers, all the stuff, right? Okay, so we are going to discuss from scratch level how to build the clusters. So once you know which server you need to install, which version you need to install, which edition you need to install, the next information you need to get it, what installation I need to do, whether I need to go for standalone installation or I need to go for cluster installation. As of now, keep ahead the cluster installation side, sir. We are not discussing that one. We are going for standalone installation. Make sense, everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So now we are focusing on the standalone installation, sir. Standalone installation. Now, in a reality, I can say anything, sir. In a simple, sir, I don't want to explain all this stuff. I can cite away, tell couple of points. You can agree. Sir, in real world, again, completely real world, sir, I'm explaining. Try to understand the logic. It will be hard the first time who are listening, but I'm promising you, sir, when you go to the real world, you will feel so comfortable. Okay, sir, first you will get the ticket. Okay. First, you need to get this 4 information. Okay, fine. I got this information on so and so server, so and so version, so and so edition, and I need to install standalone. I got this information. Will you directly go and install the SQL server? Will you directly go and install the SQL server? You got a ticket, sir, SR 00009567. In this server, in this ticket, you got a request to install the SQL server, and you or anyone who are assigning the ticket for you and you are working. Now, what you need to do means first, sir, try to understand. First, you need to connect to the server. Connect to the server. You need to do some pre-checks on the server, sir. First, you need to verify whether you are having access to the server or not. So forget about SQL installation. We are not discussing SQL installation. First, once you got the ticket, first thing what you need to see do means first, okay, they provided the server name, they provided the version, they provided the edition. Forget about rest, sir. We are not worrying. Okay, first I need to connect to the server. So try to connect to the server, dial SQL 45. First I'm connecting to the server. First I'm connecting to the server. So for example, you are having some issue while you are connecting to the server. You don't have access to connect to the server. How you will install the SQL, sir? First you need to connect to the server, right? You want to install something. You don't have a server to access. You are not having access to the server. Then how you can install? So first, if you are connecting or not, you need to verify. If not, you need to create a task to the Windows team. Windows team to grant the permission to connect to the server. Within this request, there will be task. You no need to create a separate ticket to the Windows team, sir. Within this service request, there will be task. You need to open the task, tell that, hey, hi Windows team, we got a request to install the SQL server on so and so server, but unfortunately we are not able to access the SQL server, access the server. Can you please grant us the permission to connect to the server? Okay, so they will grant you the permission to connect to the server. So once you connect to the server, open my computer, open task manager and see what is the CPU, what is memory, what is the disk, and how the disks are available. Sir, every company will follow one standard. Every company will follow one standard. I am telling a best standard, sir. Sir, all the binary files, SQL binary files, they won't move to the C drive, but we are moving to the C drive, sir. We are moving to the C drive, but in reality, we won't move to the C drive, sir. We will create a separate dedicated drive. Sir, don't see the drive letter, sir. Okay, dedicated drive with 10 GB, 20 GB, and we'll move all the binary files to this this drive, sir. This drive, binary drive. This drive we are calling as a binary drive, where you are going to keep all your EXEs, DLLs, complete your executable files will keep in this drive. Okay, that is the one best practice we'll follow. One more best practice, data files will go for separate drive. Data files will go for separate drive. Log files will go for separate drive. Okay, tempdb will go for separate drive, tempdb. Backups will go for separate drive. Okay, any application data will go for separate drive. Okay, for example, you are installing SSAS, you are installing mostly SSAS, sir. Why can't you move this SSIS to the separate drive? You should not keep in any one of this drive. These are all belongs to the your database engine. These are all belongs to the database engine. So dedicatedly, we are going to create a tests. So assume this is the standard you are following. Assume this is the standard you are following. When you connect to the server, when you open my computer, you are not able to see this drive structure, this drive letter. Then again you need to contact. Again you need to create one more task to the storage team. Storage team. Hey, I storage team. As per our standard, we need to have so and so disk, so and so disk with this letter. But unfortunately, we are not able to see this disk. Unfortunately, we are able to see different drive letter. Can you take example as the server, and can you reconfigure all the disk with the same formats? Make sense, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. This is the second thing, sir, you need to do. What is the first thing? Whether you are able to connect to the server or not. Okay, I'm able to connect to the server. If not, go to the Windows team. Once you open the server, open the my computer, open the task manager, see the CPU, see the memory, see the disk, and see the disk partitions, whether as per the standards, the disk partitions are available or not. Verify. If not, you need to go to the again storage team. Okay. Now, once everything is done, everything is healthy, copy the setup file. Copy the setup file to the server. Copy the setup file to the server. Later on, you will start installations. This is the first basic thing you need to remember whenever you received any ticket. Sir, usually when I'm working on my old organization,
Subbu,
we,
setup file
we
will be given by the Windows team, right?
they will copy, sir. Sometimes they will copy, sometimes application team will copy, sometimes DBA people will copy. So
Okay.
if you don't have any access to copy, then drop a mail to application team, sir. You should not go to the Windows team. Go to the application team. Hey, for this request, we are not able to see the setup file. Setup file. Okay. Can you please copy the setup file by tomorrow 9 a.m.? So we are going to start the activity by tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
They will copy the setup file to the server.
So download should be done by our end.
That's what, sir. Already they will copy. Then why you will download?
No, no. Before the copying,
What you will download?
setup file.
Why you download, sir? They are copying the setup file to the server, right?
No, no, no. My question is, so from where they will copy? They will download, or we need to download and they will need to share the location to
Sir,
them.
if you're having access to the portal level where you can download the set of files, if you're having access to the shade location where you can copy the files, then you can, sir. You don't have anything, then you can go to the application team. Wherever they can download, we don't know. But they
Okay,
will
okay.
copy, that's it. Sir, whatever I know. You don't know, right? Where I'm doing. Can you
Yes,
ask where
yes.
you are copying? Mostly we won't, sir, until unless you will close to me.
Yeah,
Hey, where
yeah.
you are copying. So they will copy, sir.
Okay, Subbu. Now I got it.
Yeah. So they will copy setup file. Okay, done. Setup file is copy. Okay. In my last organization, assume, sir, how much time will took to install one bill? Assume, sir, anyone?
1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. Anyone? Little bit more.
Maybe for if it is a new server or not, a server 2 hours, SQL server maybe 2 hours.
Sorry.
OS, a server OS and the server build.
Everything is ready, sir. Server OS is ready. Everything is ready. How many days will we may take to build the server, to build the lab, to build the SQL?
If
Maybe
everything is ready, it
two
will take
hours.
half an hour to 1.5
Half an
hour.
hour to 1 hour. So we used to take 5 days. That is a reality. Okay. Why 5 days, Subbu? Okay. Because that is my organization standard, sir. I felt a shock when they said 5 days. Hey, what we will do 5 days to install the SQL server? Then after when I'm working, I realized 5 days is not sufficient. 5 days is not sufficient. Okay, you are telling 1 hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. How, sir? How? That's what blind installations. It's not our laptop, right? Simply copy and click on next, 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 next. That's it. Correct? I am not saying it's 5 days, but it's not like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right? Agree? Not agree? Everyone? So now, sir, Subbu, they copied the setup file or you copied the setup file. Then why it is taking 5 days? Why you are taking 5 days, Subbu? I'm not getting literally getting shocked. Why we need 5 days? Sir, every services need to run with service account, correct? Agreeing? Not agreeing?
Yes.
Yes.
Every services need to run with the service accounts. Every services, whatever services. Okay, being we are a SQL engineers, our SQL service need to run with the service account, correct? To create the service account itself will take 24 hours to create the service account, correct? In reality, sir, I'm talking, if your service account is ready, then it won't take more time. But if service account is not ready, sir, again I'm saying, project to project, the installation is different. Project to project, the process, whatever you are following will be different. Okay. In my project, I'm saying, sir, I will create a request to the IT service team. Nothing but Active Directory team, sir. I will create a ticket to the IT service team. Nothing but Active Directory team to create the service account. Service account. Service account. I will create, sir. Basically, application team need to provide this information. Sir, service account looks like this, sir. Example, I'm saying. Okay. Sir, service account is nothing but login only. Don't think that, okay, it's a separate. No, it's a login. It's a login, sir. It's a login. But this login we are going to use only to run the SQL services. That's the reason we are calling it a service account. Sir, it's a login. It's a login. Okay, it's a login, but we are going to use this for to run the SQL services. That's the reason we are calling it a service account. Service account. Okay, so what we will do, we will create a ticket to the IT service team to create the service account. So they will took 1 day because it need to be approved. Again, once it is approved, they need to create the service account and they will share the service account name, access, SQL. This is the standard we are following, HOE, SQL 198. Okay, this is the standard we are following, sir. XS, SQL server name. This is server name, sir. HOE means Houston, DAL means Dallas, CAL means Budapest. Okay, so we are having some code. Okay, so this is my server name. This is my SQL access. So we don't know, sir, what is access. They just kept it as access. So first we'll create a request to the IT service team to create this service account. Next day, we will receive the service account along with the password. Password. So immediately once you got the password, you need to reset the password, sir. It is having some time frame, maybe 24 hours or 48 hours. In case within the 24 hours, 48 hours, if you're not resetting the password, whatever the password they said that will expire. Then that will become one more challenge for us. For that, what you need to do means, sir, on your laptop, on your laptop, you need to search OSK. On your laptop, you need to search OSK on screen keyboard. Okay, to change the password. To change the password, you need to search for on screen keyboard, search for OSK. OSK. So what you need to do on your keyboard, on your laptop keyboard, press Control Alt, press Control Alt on your laptop keyboard. With the mouse, you need to click on delete. You need to click on delete. Okay, now it will promote you to change the password, sir. I can't say it. Okay, it will promote you to change the password. To change the password. So please be careful. Remove the password. It will promote you your login there. Remove that login. provide this login name and whatever the password they share it, and you need to provide the password for this account. This password will be they will follow with a different, sir. Maybe they may follow 12 digits. Come on here. 12 digits, 12 digits, or they may password 15 digits. They will follow 25 digits. Okay. They may also follow 25 digits. So you can use the password generator. You can use the password generator, sir. Where is Google Chrome? Oh, no, Google Chrome. Password generator, where it can generate the password for you. Password generator. Sorry. Password generator. Hey, I'm forgetting. Password, not password. Generator. Last pass. Okay. So go to the password generator and generate the password. Okay. Use the password generator and how many digits you want. If I want 25, okay, you can change, and you can copy something from here. Okay. So you need to reset the password. You need to reset the password with the password generator. Once you reset the password, you need to save that password in the CyberArk. There is a tool, sir. Mostly everyone will use. Okay. Where you need to save that password? CyberArk. CyberArk. CyberArk is a tool, sir. Is a tool. You need to open the portal, CyberArk portal. Okay. And you need to again create one more ticket to register this service account into the CyberArk and with the password. Okay, with the password. So first thing you need to do is you need to you need to create the service account. Once it is done, again you need to reset the password. Once the password is reset, again you need to create one more ticket to register into the CyberArk. This is the most standard intelligent projects will work, sir. Most of the projects, small, medium projects, what they will do, they will simply share the service account. Okay, they will share the service account. You don't need to do anything, sir. They will share the service account. They will share the password. Your application team will share the service account, and your application team will share the password. You need to use the same service account, same password. That's it, sir. All this work you no need to do. So to register this one also, it may take 24 hours. So 2 days we are gone. So what we will do in reality means, whenever we got a build request, what we will do first, we'll connect to the server, verify resources, verify disk, copy the setup file, then immediately create the IT service request. Okay, then we'll keep the ticket in pending. Okay, and we'll tell that, hey, hi team. So we are able to access. We copy the setup file. We created a ticket to the service Active Directory team to create the service account, and this is the ticket number for reference. And next day, again we'll got the username and password, we'll reset, and we'll again create one more ticket to the CyberArk team to register the service account. Again, we'll update the ticket. Hi team, today as per upon checking, today we have reset the password, we received the service account, we reset the password, and we created one more ticket to register the service account to the CyberArk. CyberArk. Next day, now we'll start the installation, sir. Third day we'll start the installation basically. But in certain cases, in my project, sir, some application team will come very urgent basis. Hey Subbu, I don't have time. I need SQL installation. But I will tell that time, okay, I can okay Bala, for example, hi Bala. I can go and install the SQL installation, but I will install in the local accounts with the local accounts. I can install SQL Server with local accounts, but you need to provide the approval when I wanted to change to service accounts. Okay, so I can immediately go and install within 10 to 15 minutes. Depends on your situation to situation, the hierarchy will change. Got it? No? Yes?
Got it, Subbu. Subbu, can I ask two questions here
Yeah, yes,
regarding
sir.
service request? First of all, service request, when we are creating service request, can we use a single service request for multiple instances? Like in my organization, we have separate two service account for one DB engine, one is for agent. So I observed that approximately 15 to 20 servers using same SQL accounts, service account for those instances. For engine, one is separate account, and for agent, separate account. So is that is a best practice? Is there any in future? Do we get any issues by using that account? Like
No, sir.
using
No, we are also follow same for 2008 and 2008 R2, sir. Only 2008 2008 R2. We have two separate accounts. One is for engine. We are maintaining separate service account. For agent, we are maintaining separate service account. Even for analysis service also, we'll maintain the separate service account. Reporting services also will maintain the separate service account.
Uh, what is my question is just only that account, single account we are using to multiple approximately
Yeah, you
20.
can use it, sir. You can use it. Yeah, fine.
And one more thing, when we are creating new service request, can we add some like, do we need some particular permissions to this service account, like create object like that, any
No, sir.
permission
They will create the service account and they will add your service account to the Active Directory administrator level. I will show you,
administrator?
sir. I will show you. No worries. I will show you how to create, how they will create the service account, what kind of permission they will grant. When we are discussing cluster session, right? I will discuss all this stuff.
Subbu, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
So this service account, is this a account owned by this cloud team or the client team?
Active Directory, sir. No one will maintain.
Okay, Active Directory.
Active Directory.
And it is same for cloud and same for standalone on premises.
No, sir. Basically, there are two things. In cloud, we are having separate Active Directory. Okay, but this is how the service account not registered. What they will do, right? They will integrate Azure Active Directory to on-premises Active Directory, and whatever the service account we are going to use, they will use the same in Azure as well sometimes.
Okay. And this, what you are saying, the service account, it is only applicable for this on-premises servers.
No, Azure also, sir. Azure also you need
Azure
Azure IaaS you need service account, not for PaaS. No,
Okay, okay,
not for PaaS.
okay.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the
Oh,
need of running services in service account? What
Good
is the
point. For
advantage?
example, if you wanted to access this instance somewhere, how you can access, sir? If it is running with local accounts.
Subbu, local account means meanwhile our account slide.
No, not sir, your account. Okay, like NT
Okay,
local
Authority.
system, local service,
NT
okay,
authority?
NT authorities. Those are local accounts.
okay. Now I got it. Yeah,
Your account is also service account only, right? Your is a login only.
yeah. So services should be run under NT local authority system if it is need to install in local.
Local system, local service, sir. I will discuss. Okay. If
Okay.
if no questions, I want to show you something. Let's
Yeah,
complete the
please.
question, sir, first. Yeah. So, sir, especially when you are working with service account in SQL Server. Okay, there is a separate block. I'm not sure how many people knows about this block. What you are seeing? Okay, there is a separate block for service account, sir. If you have patience, okay, if you have time, if you have patience, you need to read this block if you wanted to become strong on service accounts. Permissions. Getting my point, everyone? So this is very important block. I will add this block in our description. This is very important block. Everyone must and should knows everyone mustn't should keep this block as a bookmark, because this is very important. Okay, very very important. It contains, I will scroll down, I can show you, sorry, you don't need to read everything. It's difficult to remember, it's very confusing to everyone. This is very important, sir. Okay, what kind of permissions? Sometimes your engine is not starting. Sometimes your engine means sometimes your SQL service, for example, your SQL service is not starting due to lack of permissions. That time, there are a couple of things where you need to go to the local policies. Local policies, there we are having, okay, replace as a process level token, bypass traverse checking, adjust the memory quota for process. Okay, and yeah, this there are some policies which are available. For that policies, you need to grant the permission to your service account. That time only your SQL engine will start. If your engine is working smoothly, you are happy, sir. Okay, as per generic discussion, you are okay. But sometimes your engine will make you noise like anything, sir. It won't start due to lack of permissions. Why, Subbu? Why suddenly means why suddenly we will get all these scenarios means sometimes unplanned shutdowns, unexpected shutdowns will make some permissions to disappears in the back end. That time your SQL engine won't start. So for that only, in case if because I struggle a lot when I'm troubleshooting this issue, especially for one instance, then we realized not now, sir, old 5 years ago when I was not that much strong. I find this article which is helping a lot for me. Then I granted the permission to log on as a service, replace token, all the start. Then I started SQL. Luckily, the engine got started. I felt okay. This also very important. Certain times, this are not that much. Oftenly, we'll go and check it. But certain times when your engine is not starting, it is lack of permissions. That time, these permissions are very, 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 very important, sir. This permissions are very, very important. This is very important.
Subbu, here DBA only need to give these permissions, right?
Yeah, exactly, sir. Yes, you are the DPA, you need to take responsibilities.
Like how we can
That's
give.
what's our experience. That day I got experience. Okay. Sir, when you get that experience, sir, in reality, if most of the people don't know about these permissions, you can go and ask. Even more than experience, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years experience, they're unaware of these permissions. What this will do also, most of the people don't know, sir. But again, sir, when your SQL engine is not starting, whenever you are reading the error logs, even your logs, SQL error logs, you got that there is a lagging on the permissions. Okay, go to the local policies. I will show you, sir. Go to the local policies. And this is a powerful document where Microsoft designed when certain cases, if SQL engines are not starting, agents are not starting with a lack of permissions, what level of permission you need to grant. Okay, very rare case, someone will come to you and ask that, hey, we need this level of permissions. Getting my point? Yes? No?
Yes, Subbu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just spend some time, sir. You are having more time. I told you, right? I'm guiding you where you need to go, where you need to learn, what you need to learn to enhance your skills. Okay? I'm just guided, sir. I'm just guiding you. This is the perfect document, especially when you are working with the service account permissions level. Make sense? Everyone knows object level permission, Active Directory level permission, only two things most of the people knows. But there are lots are again when you just start digging. Clear? Not clear?
Clear,
That
Subbu.
means we need to have the service account.
Not every time, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Every time can I go this Subbu means no. I never, sir. I
Okay.
never. Most of the people unaware of this concept, but sometimes, somewhere by mistakenly, I lost that troubleshooting material, sir. I prepared like anything because I struggled for almost 4 to 5 days. That time my experience is only 3 years.
Okay, the client waited for 4 to 5 days. That is great.
Yes, SQL is running. SQL is
Okay.
running with the local accounts. But when
Okay.
he's starting with service account, the problem starting. I research, I research, I research, I research, and somewhere I search with the, sir. That's what, sir. How you can learn means you need to learn how to search, how to ask Google. If you ask Google how the shortcuts, then you are the best, sir. From my point of view, sir. Google is the first learner. Google is the first learner. Subbu is the second, basically. You need to ask Google, I want something. Can you provide me? He can
This
provide
heading,
everything,
what
sir.
I can say is window privileges and rights.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
this window privileges we should have with us, right?
Right, sir. Right. So this is something very important, very interesting concept, sir. Everyone. Okay. Everything, sir. What permission you need. Read, write, read, write. Microsoft clearly explains, sir. No one will remember. I never remembered, sir. I don't know what exactly they will do sometimes. I won't recall because only when I'm training, only I will come here. It's difficult for us one day-to-day busy lives to remember. See, sir, they clearly mention what permission you need to grant. You no need to go anywhere, sir. Microsoft having lots of articles, but we are not asking Microsoft. I hope you are getting my point, everyone. So don't do experimental on your official laptops. Do all experimental on your personal laptops. There are a lot. Clear? Not clear? Spend some time. Spend some time. Very interesting. Sir, you need to become strong on service accounts. Service account is nothing but login, Swapnesh. Yeah. It's a login. Just login, sir. But you are using that login to run the services. Getting my point? To run the service. So that's the reason we are calling service account. It's an account only. It's a login only. Normal login. Everyone good at service account? No? Questions? Come on, sir. Everyone so silent.
Good, Subbu, but we need to go through a lot, means
Yeah, that's what,
remember.
sir. Yeah. I
Uh,
can I can say don't research mode, sir. Your brain will hang up. Okay. But
Actually, there are too many things. Anti network service, virtual
yeah, that is
accounts,
different, sir.
anti
Basically, that is different.
authority.
Those are different. Those are
So,
different. Don't clumsy here.
hmm,
Don't clumsy here. Those are different.
and
Those are
generally,
different.
in the beginning, we just go and provide everyone permission everywhere. When the such things are not working, because we are not aware,
No,
so granting everyone.
will do trial and run method sometimes. Okay,
Hmm.
even I will also do trial and run method sometimes. Everyone will do trial and run methods because until unless we don't know right what's going wrong. Okay, so that's not a wrong, sir. Not a wrong. Okay, but take the approval before that. You are what you are doing. Take the approval from production servers. If you're doing so, we are going to do these actions. Will you're happy? It won't impact your business. Tell them you need to guarantee. Tell them it won't impact the business. Okay, if it is impacting the business, yeah, definitely we need to think about. Anyone gone
Is it
through this document? Anyone get a chance?
not yet? But we have
Only
noted
once, sir.
now.
Even in overall in my journey, I also only once I deep
Hmm.
dive, sir. Oh my God, that's a hectic. And then that time I felt I'm the luckiest person. That's the reason I'm telling Naveen, you are the luckiest person. Sir, now this is the time where we are in learning phase. Okay, we can learn a lot, but again, I'm telling every time, whatever you are learning, make it notes. Make it notes. Okay, please, sir, that's my request. Make it notes. You should not depend on others. That is a one thing I always encourage to everyone. You should not depend on others. If you are making in the notes, maybe after 1 year you got the same issue. Oh, I already worked, but I forget, but I noted down somewhere. I can recall easily. Okay, notes is very important, sir. Today you will get all the materials. I will share all the materials to you. But again, don't rely on that materials. Okay.
So can you please show me the OneNote how to create that one? Actually, when I checked it, I am not finding that OneNote.
Sir, when you install MS Office latest versions, by
Uh,
default you will get OneNote, sir. Okay.
Today
So
I'm
go to the
having
file.
2016 in my laptop.
Yeah, go to the file. You just search for OneNote, sir.
Mhm.
Just search for OneNote. Okay. What you can do, right? Go to new. Okay. So try to what you can do means try to create a folder somewhere. Okay. Make that do not delete or something. Okay. So for example, I created like I'm a I'm a madman. Okay. I'm having multiples. Even ADF also I'm having. So create a folder. Okay. SQL. Okay. Learning. Something here and open this file. Create file call. First SQL, sir. Just keep like a simple. Hey, come on here. Open. Browse. SQL World. SQL World. SQL Learning. Okay. You got where it is. Why it open? Come on here. Okay. Then you can create a add page. It will add a page. Then you can maintain the, for example, SQL Server backups, and you are learning on the backup. So don't keep scrap here that anyhow you know. Keep something interesting points. I always, sir. I always what I will do, right? So if okay, I will keep some interesting points here where it's not easy to remember sometimes. Okay, all this kind of images wherever I'm searching, I will keep this kind of some unique names, and I will add some taking the screenshots. I will spend a lot of time to prepare one by one, so that it will help you a lot when I'm projecting you easily. Okay, and these scripts somewhat interesting. Okay, and I just kept here. I'm just adding couple of things like CPU. I just make it somewhere when I'm watching some YouTube channel. Okay, like Bentozer or Eric Dolling or Paul Randall or someone who have projected already, and with some more details instead of again preparing PPTs. Okay, spending some time. So I can't I take the screenshot. I can tell to you, right? Okay, so that time I will take the screenshot and I will add it here, and I will adjust the frames, and I will add something. I won't keep scrap here, sir. I will keep some interesting points. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. No? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so for example, I wanted to uh, uh, let's close this one. Again, let's open OneNote, sir. OneNote. Okay, oh, again it will open same thing. Go to the file. I want this, not this one. I want this. Okay, this one. Yeah. So what I will do, for example, uh, I am working. So last batch again I prepared is by getting the demo something. Okay, I just wanted to show you different varieties of. Now I wanted to show you something, right? What I will add the page. Okay, and I felt this is I'm working for index. Now I will click. I will move this page to the index, and I will add this. I'll add like a sub page. Okay, by easily I can tell, okay, these are all belongs to the index sessions. This are all belongs to the index. So index optimization, tipping point, okay, so starabilities, blocking, how to avoid the blockings whenever you are working with the indexes, all this kind of stuff I will prepare one by one. Okay, I'm having lots of time.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's how we'll prepare, sir. Okay, yeah. Anything you want to discuss? Clear, not clear?
Subbu, so
Yeah,
like one is configuration manager where we are seeing our SQL service, and one is the services. There also we are seeing our services. So the logon is it is a service account. Both side will see the same account, or
both are
it can
same
be
only, sir.
different also.
Services.msc is our entire all Windows services.
Mhm.
Configuration is nothing but our SQL. Microsoft provided a separate tool to open our services to see our services.
Mm. But you remember in the beginning I asked you about SSRS. So there I saw the different. That is the reason I couldn't get to check that what is the reason behind it. In
SSRS,
configuration
sorry,
manager,
wait.
yeah. In configuration manager, it is a
Sir,
different service
SSRS is
account.
something different. No, you should not bring the SSRS to here. I am telling
Okay,
SQL configuration manager.
okay.
SSRS is different, sir.
Mm,
SSR is different, Power BI is different. Both are different.
okay. Okay.
So being a DBA, do we need to learn deep scripting knowledge also?
No need, sir.
No, no.
No need. But learning is also not a bad.
Okay.
Once you are strong at DB, you can go, sir, again. Because at least anyone need to be strong, one at least. Because you need to stable in the project, right? Now I was strong in DB. I can learn anything, sir. Right?
One of my colleague given one task, so that's why I'm asking.
No. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So, sir, if you are daily seeing same movie, you will get bored or not.
Yes.
That's a simple logic. Watch a different movie, sir. Then you will get different experience, different explore, different ideas, different thoughts. That's what I can say.
Yes.
Hello, Subbu.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
When we install SQL Server, installing, when we select mix authentication mode, that time it will ask for the SA and we can provide the password. So, what SA account is this? Is this local or
This one, ma'am. Essay. I will discuss, ma'am. After everyone is okay with service account, then I am going for authentication mode. I not yet discuss about authentication mode. So now, so you understand the hierarchy, right, sir? First, you need to know which server, which version, which edition, what installation you need to install. Okay. And based on your edition, the license will be applicable, sir, automatically. You don't need to worry. And next thing is you are able to access the server. Next thing is whether all the resources are healthy and the disks are as per your standard. If nothing, you need to contact service account. They will provide you, sir, or you need to create the service account. Two varieties. Some most of the time they will provide you the service account. Okay, that time no need to worry. In case they are not providing, you need to create a ticket and get it everything. You need to follow the standard as per your project, sir. Again, differs to differs. Next thing is one more thing you need to remember is authentication mode, sir. Oh, sorry. Before that, you need to know about what components we need to install. This is also very important, sir. What components we need to install. This is also very important. SSIS, SSRS, Power BI, SSAS, okay, Polybase, and mission level language like R language, Python language. What features we need to install? What components we need to install? That is also very install. Nowadays, we are also want to think one more, sir. Whether which platform we need to install, whether we need to install on Windows platform or whether we need to install on Linux platform. Again, 98% you won't install on Linux platforms are now still till now. Even in overall my journey also, I never get a chance to install SQL on Linux platform basically. But I'm not guarantee say that you never get a chance to install SQL on Linux platform, but you may also get a chance to work with the Linux platform, or you may also get a chance to work to install SQL on containers like Docker, Kubernetes. That is also you will get a chance to install going forward. Going forward, okay. So we are having 4 different platforms to install SQL. One is Windows, one is Linux, one is Docker, one is Kubernetes. So you may also get a chance to work on these 3 platforms as well. Being we are a Windows lovers, we know Windows, we will work Windows, we'll install Windows, we are installing Windows only. But no one can predict, sir. You may also get a chance to work on Linux, you may also work on Docker, you may also work on the Kubernetes, you may also work on the Docker Kubernetes clusters. Okay, getting my point? You may also get a chance to work on these flavors. Okay, so that's SQL is massive, sir. We are not exploring. That's the biggest problem for us. SQL is massive. We are not exploring. No one will keep the resume. I know how to install SQL on Linux. I know how to install SQL on Dockers. I know how to install SQL on Kubernetes, all the stuff. But if you get a project, you need to definitely install SQL on Linux, SQL on Docker, SQL on Kubernetes. Okay, so
Subbu, one small doubt, Subbu.
yes, sir.
I got a request, Subbu, to rename the named instance of SQL Server. So, is there any impact if we rename the SQL Server, Subbu?
Only you will rename the server name, sir. You can't rename the SQL. See, for example, this DAL SQL 45. Okay, PBRI. This is my instance name. This is my server name. You can rename only this one, sir, not this one. You can't rename this one. You are renaming the server name, sir. That's it.
Not SQL Server name, Subbu. We are going to rename only Windows Server.
Only this. You can't rename this one, sir. No.
Okay, so because they are using test instance, but they put the name as production server. So that's why.
What is the server name then?
So, Windows
if
Server name.
If you go to the command prompt, if you open the command prompt, if you just type the host name, what name it is displaying? Ashin.
Windows server name / that's SQL instance names.
No. Your first. What is the host name?
The host name is the Windows server name only. It is getting machine name.
Then what is here? It is showing. Oh, here you got the prod. Here they make it as a prod.
Yes. There
No,
the name
it's
is
not possible.
not possible. Okay.
Not possible. No.
Okay, super. Thank you, super.
Subbu, one thing.
Yes, sir.
While we are going to install a database engine, so we have some services like full text and replication, some
That's
other
for this components.
Yeah. So how we can decide which service we need to install while going
Basically, whatever they need, they will highlight, sir, in the ticket. Okay.
Okay.
If not, you need to go for default. You no need to install full text. You no need to install analysis service, Power BI service, integration service. No need, sir.
So only DB engine need to check the box.
Default services. You
Okay.
need to install.
So can you mention the default services in this class?
Yeah, definitely, sir. Otherwise, how I can say that installation is done?
Okay. Thank you.
No. Sir, still we are having lots of slides. We'll discuss. One more session, sir. It's not easy to complete in one day.
And okay, one more thing. Can you a bit explain about remaining components like full text or some other
You no
component?
need now, sir. Basically, that components will comes into the future level. I told you that we are making 15 sessions.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there you will get all the components.
Okay.
Yeah, like CDC, partitions. Okay, intelligent query processing, adaptive query intelligent, live query statistics, along with SSIS, SSRS, SSS, Power BI. Will make 15 to 20 sessions recording, right? There you will get it. Maybe I will start from next week. You are stable now. Sai is also stable. Now I was little bit free. I can start the recordings.
Okay, so full text is not a default service, right? Default components,
No
right? So
need, sir. Even you install also, it won't affect anything. Sir, if you're installing all the product also, it won't affect anything.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, bro. Here for service account, whenever we are installing SQL Server, until unless we will give separate specific service account, it will take by default NT services, right?
Local system.
So
Local
yes,
system or
local
local
system.
service. Yeah.
Yes. So if we keep it as same, if we not given a particular service account by creating it AD level, then what is the impact? Like any services we can't use, or how? What
No,
is the
you can
difference?
use all the services, sir, but you wanted to access remotely, then the
Okay.
problem will start.
Remotely means from
From
we are
another
using
server you wanted to, from other server you wanted to.
okay, from for that we need to we enable TCP port, right?
Okay,
TCP
enable, sir,
14.
but you okay, you can make authentication, sir. You wanted to authenticate means, sir. For example, say this is one instance. Okay,
Okay.
this is one instance. This is one more instance. For example, and you wanted to configure high availability
Okay.
between these two. This
Yes,
is
sir.
you are acting as a primary. This is
Okay.
acting you are as a secondary. Okay,
Yes.
TCP IP is enabled. Okay, I can agree, but how you can make the communication between these two to build the AZ?
Okay.
Build the
We
AZ,
have
sir.
endpoints, right? We have
Sir,
endpoints like
those
that.
are just authenticating
No,
purpose,
no,
all the
not
stuff.
like that. I don't know who is speaking, my friend. So cluster will internally communicate with the service account only.
No clusters, always on, mirroring, replications. These are all need service accounts, sir, to make authentications.
Yeah, even though health
Sir,
check of the
those are,
age.
sir, TCP protocol is just making the connection, sir, to the SQL.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just doubt
but
from my
yeah,
end.
no, no,
I don't know.
sir,
I
I'm
don't
not
have
saying
much
you are
knowledge.
wrong. Okay, no worries. You can ask the questions. That's what I told you, right? So
Just
service accounts will help you a lot to make the remote connections,
okay.
like in terms
My,
of mirroring, in terms of always on, in terms of clusters, in terms of replications. So one instance to one instance, you need to make the interaction, correct?
Yes.
All the sub service account will help. For example, log shipping. Take log shipping. Will
Yes.
service account is a mandatory? No
Yes.
need.
Yes.
No need. No need. For log shipping, no need. You can run the local accounts and you can log shipping will work. But mirroring, no. You need service account.
So log shipping also we will give service account rewrite permission for copy
Every
job like that.
SQL instance needs service accounts are blind
Okay.
spot.
Okay.
And one more also you can. So for example, you created a folder.
Yes.
You created a disk. There is a D drive. Under the D drive, you created a folder. Now I want to grant the permission to access this folder. How you will grant to the SQL, sir?
Yes. Yes. Service account only.
Service account only.
Yes. And
Subbu,
also for
Subbu,
standalone
one thing.
servers.
Yes.
Subbu, yeah, yesterday I have done one experiment. I have set up something. So when I am taking the backup to the shared network drive, so it giving the OS level access denied. It means like that account should be have the access for that drive.
Yes.
Okay.
Wherever your network shared folder, right?
Yeah.
That network shared folder, you need to have the access, and that too, that network shared folder server wherever you kept it, right? That server and this server need to have the ping.
So Oh, sorry. Can you repeat one more time?
Sir, this server, this server, this server is separate, this server is separate, right?
Yeah.
For example, this server is in India. This server
Okay.
is in US.
Okay.
Okay, this IP address is 10.1.2.5.
No,
This
no, no, no,
IP,
Subbu.
wait,
Actually,
wait. I can
okay.
192.168.1.0, for example, not 0, 5. Let's make it 5. You
Okay.
created a network file here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I wanted to access this network file, first you need to make a bridge between these two servers, right?
Yes.
That's the first thing. Next thing, then you need to grant the permission to this to the SQL server, right?
Yeah.
That's the second thing.
So here the thing is my server and my network drive is in same server.
Same server. Yeah, but that time what sometimes see, this is our laptops. We will play
Right.
with the registries, sir. Registries. Okay.
Okay. So it's giving the
Some
OS in it.
yeah, yeah. That will make some noise on permissions level
I
sometimes.
worked for 2 hours, but I didn't resolve that.
Yeah, I know. Because
Yeah.
last when you are not being part of my last laptop, myself and Sai done something on registries. Okay.
Okay.
And after we struggle a lot.
So it will be give the permission level on registry level or otherwise service account of SQL server.
Service account is fine, sir. Service account
Okay.
is fine. Yeah.
So, but here in my local laptop, it will not be service account. It will be local account, right?
Local account only. Yeah, that local account explicitly you need to go on Grand Navin.
So, okay.
Explicitly.
So where
Folder
I can
level.
local account in the local laptop in users and groups?
No, sir. There is no users group nowadays. We are not able to find. Who am I? Am
Okay.
I? This is am.
Okay.
That's it. That is your local account. That is your it can be service account, it can be local account.
So how I can apply the permission to this user or
Just nothing,
this
sir. You
local
can
account?
just copy. Okay. Go to the folder where you want to grant the permissions.
Okay.
Okay. For example, sometimes that's what I told you, right? If we done something in the registry level, okay, knowingly, unknowingly, if we done something, that time only the problem will start, sir. The traditional only, same here only.
Okay.
Explicitly, you need to go on grant. Sometimes, not every time, sir.
So what I have done means, so for DB refresh activity, so I have created 2 servers. Between these 2 servers, I have created a shared drive to pass the backups automatically. So I have done some experiment using some scripts.
Okay.
So I start somewhere. So manually taking backup restoring is a big headache, right? So to do using automation. So I am doing some experiments. So I faced this issue.
No problem, sir. All the issues are learning only, always.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah.
Subbu, two small questions to ask.
Two
Is
small
that
questions.
small only? I, I need to remember the question. So NT slash network service is a kind of service account.
No, sir. No. Okay. Hold on, sir. Okay. Next session on Monday,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
going to take
And
session, right? That time I
okay,
will come up all this concept.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Next
That time.
question. To get the password of service account, to whom we should approach? AD
Application team,
team.
sir. Application team. They will hold,
Okay,
most of the time they will hold, sir. If they're not, Active Directory only.
okay. So who is maintaining the password? But
Yes,
AD
sir.
team, I think only, na?
No, they will maintain, but we don't know, right, how the process they are following
Mm,
on our project. We don't know, sir, until we are new. We don't know anything, right?
mm, mm. So we should go to the application team and ask for the password for that uh, to configure somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, Subbu, here I can see some servers that service account is NT service only for standalone servers. So that's why I asked before question regarding why what is the
Configuration
difference.
manager.
Yes. In configuration manager for few of dev servers for standalone, I observe that they are using only NT services. So for log shipping and always on like
Yeah,
that.
this was local, sir. That's what
Mm,
local accounts. These are all local accounts. No worries. I will come back this one. No worries.
yeah.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
before that, I have asked, right, what is the difference between? But I know when we are creating always
If
on,
sir,
we
these are
need to
local
call
accounts.
the
So for example, if it's a local account, that's what.
yes,
If you wanted to communicate with this kind of scenarios, it's very
yes,
hard. For that only, we are making to run the services with the service account, so
yes.
that we can grant the permission to the service accounts.
Here conclusion is when we are configure high availability, at that time it will ask for service account to communicate with each other. So when coming to standalone, whether we can use NT services or service account, right?
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Standalone.
Yeah.
Stand.
Not a stand, sir. Again. Okay.
I
So
think
if
I'm
you want
confused.
to make the communication between two different instances, you need service account. If you want to make the communication between two different instances, you need service accounts, sir. Mandatory. Communication means data transfer, all that stuff. How you will make the communication, sir, between one instance to another instance.
Okay.
This is independent instance.
Yes.
One more is independent instance. Without having anything, can you make the communication? No, right? There need to be something. What is this something? We are calling as a service accounts.
Okay. Thank you.
No, still no.
I got the point.
No, okay.
In your screen, Subbu, I'm seeing every kind of service account you are using. So local also the login.
Yeah, we are not worrying about rest, sir. We are
Yes,
worrying
yes.
only about these two. These are the primary for us.
Okay, so next time if you explain if this screen itself is a like you would be able to let us
Yeah,
know
yes,
better.
sir. Yeah, I will explain. Okay, yep. Thank you. See you on Monday.
Thank you, Subbu. Bye.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice weekend.
Thank you, Subbu.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you. Have a
much.
good.
Thanks.
Wait, Sai, you're joined.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
okay, let me start the recording.